Let's see. There we go. The deepening and developing history of the $21 Strat. Um, I waited until Sunday morning here to start tinkering with it. And if anybody's commenting there in the chat, I can't see it because I turned the phone around so that the image won't be flipped, and I don't appear to be a left-handed guitar player. Not that it matters anyway, but so this is my first Strat in years, and the only one I ever fell in love with. There's a little plastic on the pick guard. So I'm getting to know it. They really are their own kind of thing. From the bridge. The bridge is it's a Strat bridge, and I mean it's not entirely different from my Japanese Yamaha SG, Korean Yamaha SG. Not entirely different. Individual string saddles and all that. The really truly surprising thing is that, okay, 30,000 won comes out to roughly $21, and it comes with this pack of goodies, which includes hex keys one for the truss rod, one for the bridge, for intonation, saddle height, and all that. Well, I guess Phillips screwdriver for the intonation. This little hex key for string saddle height. Capo, string winder, tuner, some picks, spare set of strings, all of this, the whammy bar. It works. I plug it in. The pickups all work. The knobs all work. The switch works. Everything works. Yeah, it's got a cheap plastic nut, whatever. But even the long-suffering missus, who doesn't give two shits about guitars, let's be honest, she comes in here just a few minutes ago and starts, oh, it's, oh, she does this. This thing, it charms even her. And what can account for it? Not even a serial number sticker. It's just, the neck is like, is it even treated? It's just I suppose they might have like put some kind of clear varnish into it, but I mean it's just okay. But here's the truly weird thing. So I noticed that particularly the saddles on the D and the A strings were, for one thing, they were a little bit higher than the others, and there's 2 screws per saddle, and they were not only a little bit higher than the others, well, they were higher on one side, so the saddles were kind of tilted, kind of cockeyed. And I thought, well, it was factory workers somewhere in China just threw it together. And Oh, and these, so, and I still have to find out about these tremolo bridges. So as far as I can ascertain, um, this this tremolo bridge most closely resembles what I think is called an American vintage. And it only goes, it only bends one way down that way. It doesn't bend back. So I've got a learning curve there. I've got to figure out, but it's got these screws holding it down to the body. And a couple of those, well, 3 of those screws weren't screwed all the way in, flush to the body. And so I thought, well, it's just, you know, some underpaid factory worker threw it together. And so I just need to like tweak it, tighten it, whatever. So I came out here to do that, and as soon as I had made these adjustments, I had like fret buzz, and I had intonation problems that weren't there. Just one little intonation problem that wasn't there, but still, I had fret buzz that wasn't there. And so I just went back and undid the little tweaks that I'd done. And here's a little chord progression that it's a B flat, B flat C G, which I know must be as common as shit, but I never played that chord progression before. It's just kind of funny how you get a new, different kind of guitar, and you find yourself just playing stuff that you never played before. I don't know how that works, but it does. But anyway, it's just like, it's such a mystery. That factory worker in China, wherever they are, they actually set it up properly. $21 Strat. Comes out of a, you know, just a flimsy cardboard box, flimsily wrapped. And it's set up properly. And I can bend strings now, you know. It's you know, I can't play this thing the way I play my other guitars, and that's a good thing. And there were kind of lead parts and solos that I was procrastinating on because so I guess there were things that I wanted to do that maybe involve some string bending and some expressiveness that I can't get from those stiffer guitars with heavier gauge strings and my old way of playing, which is kind of limiting. You know, I always used heavier gauge strings I'm not a finesse player at all. Just like power, I want signal, fullness, and this thing is just, it's a different, I don't even want to call it an animal. Maybe we say different animal, it's more of like, there's something magical about this thing. And yeah, it doesn't have as much power, strength of signal coming out of it. I plug it into the M Audio black box, and I got to turn the input all the way up, and it never clips. But what comes out of it is different. And I'm almost done here. And again, magical. But I just can't get over how it was it was properly set up by someone. I just say a little prayer for that person somewhere in China. And as kind of, I don't know what the word is, at the risk of sounding kind of dopey or sentimental or whatever, it's just like, there's just like a little reminder in this very callous age that we're living in, where everything is ever more interconnected, like, you know, on the interwebs, but people are increasingly disconnected in person, in public, and there's all this strife with China right now, and a lot of people are cheering for, you know, the implosion of China, and it's like, wait, you know, those are people over there. You know, those are people. And it just drives home to me. I hate that in a way, like everything's, there always has to be some kind of like serious political dimension to everything with me, but I can't help it. It's like some nameless, faceless factory worker in China, to me anyway, right? Maybe with like nets around the factory to keep them from jumping off the roof. Bothered to set this thing up properly, such that, you know, I thought that I was correcting their shoddy work, and what did I get for that assumption? I got string fret buzz. You know, I mean, I guess, you know, this is how life can be incredibly synchronistic and magical, I suppose, if you know how to let it be, how to watch and how to listen. And there was something in me that was hesitant to touch anything. So now, here's the next part of the mystery. I need to take the missus out. We're going to the Hongdae area of Seoul, which you might have heard of. And there might just be like a guitar store or two open in that area on a Sunday, Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, by the way. And I can get some, maybe some fretboard oil, some lemon oil, because this fretboard is looking a little bit dry, a little bit ashy, as my black friends would say back in high school. Ashy. You all ashy, nigga. Yeah, I can get away with that, because I come from a different time, from a different place. So a couple of things that I need to look into. I'm not going to change anything about this until I have really done my due diligence. And I'm hoping that I can get a little bit of input from my friends, particularly you, Josh, since you know about strats. There is the matter of, and I can't see the screen, so I hope I'm holding this up. Maybe I should get behind the screen so I can look at what I'm showing here. Sound acres, there you are, Josh. Okay, so look at that. Look at these pickups here that are tilted. Not the bridge pickup, but the middle pickup and the neck pickup are tilted this way. Okay? So I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or not, and I'm not going to stop to read the comments right now, Josh. Sorry, I got to kind of like pick up the pace here. But and the other thing is right here, I don't know if the light's good enough, but You see how the space between the low E string and the edge of the neck, fingerboard, whatever, is about, I don't know, let's say 1/8 of an inch. And then the first string, the high E string, there is more space between that and the edge of the neck. Now, I did a quick image search on Google and I saw other Strat necks, pictures of other Strat necks, particularly this section where there was this disparity in gap. All right, so maybe this is something I've never noticed before. I don't know, but this is my new favorite guitar for the time being. I love playing this thing. Even just unplugged, I just love the way it feels. I love it's jangly, it's sparkly. It's wonderful to be able to do string bends and even the missus who never gave two shits about any guitar is a little bit charmed by it. She thinks it's lovely and I can't say enough about that. So Josh, thank you for tuning in. I wish I could jib jab. And Josh, I'm really sorry to hear about your sister, man. I know that I sent you an email yesterday, but I was thumb typing on the train, and I don't know. I hope I said the right. I always try to be serviceable in what I say. You're in my thoughts, and she as well. And there's not a whole lot you can say. Just, I'm here. We're all here for the time being. I'm here, man. Okay. Oh, and Josh, all right, well, anyway. And also, I know that when you got your Strat, you did something with the tremolo bridge to make it wang both ways. At least I think you did. So your thoughts would be most appreciated. I need to go have a couple of eggs on toast and get ready to, we need to bust out into the beautiful spring. Enjoy one of these beautiful spring days in April. And I need to move while she's in a good mood. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Stay strong, brother. Much love.